Good evening, guys. What's up? It's Gina Ifoe, the one and only African superstar, back at it again. I'm coming with an unpopular opinions live. Yes. First, want to give a big shout out to the customers at Afrikansuperstar.com. I see you guys. Thank you so much for your continued support. Also, big shout outs to our members only. Holla. Also, big support to all of you that have been contributing to the music project. Thank you so much. Tonight, I want to talk about this unpopular opinion live. And this topic is blaming Black women is not going to make your life better. So obviously, we know that recently Kevin Samuels passed away. This is something that he's well known for, which is offering a lot of commentary regarding Black men and women, Black relationships, and things like that. Although many people say, well, Kevin Samuels, he got on Black males too. Yeah, but he was not really known for that. Okay, he started going viral and blowing up when he started making his comments to women. And what I want to send out, the message I want to send out, because obviously I live in a world with super immature people and, people that are not big picture kind of people and don't really see the big picture. Although there are many issues within the Black community, blaming Black women is not going to make you a better man. Huh? The same way blaming Black men is not going to make you a better woman. And in reality, when people are criticized and when people are analyzed and scrutinized and constantly ridiculed, that doesn't provide them the necessary motivation to be better people. If we want to get down to it, both Black men and Black women play roles in the breakdown in our community. And sitting around and throwing around the blame and hashing it out, is not productive behavior. Okay. Me as a woman, I actually look at men that blame women for their entire situation. I kind of look at them as weak, to be honest. Because you have to take some initiative to how your life is working out. And quite frankly, no one is responsible for that. Now, I will give you the fact that, perhaps your home environment growing up was chaotic. That is very difficult for a child to negotiate a chaotic home environment and things like that when their parents are inappropriate or their parents are unavailable. That is very, very difficult. And obviously, your formative years shape you as an adult. They have a lot of impact. But in reality, when you become an adult, big shout out to Jolie members only is in the building. Michelle Marsh members only. I see y'all. Dang, y'all showed up. Big shout outs to members only. There comes a period and a point in every person's life where you determine how you about to go forward. Okay. And if you have been losing, for instance, and you've been unsuccessful, there comes a time in your life when you say, you know what, I want to change the course of this thing. Grown Black men blaming Black women for their circumstances is crazy to me. Grown Black women blaming men, Black men for their situation is crazy to me. Essentially, you're giving a lot of power to that party in your life. You're giving them so much power as to how things are going to work out. Even if you go through a difficult relationship, which I know a lot of these, very bitter Black men and Black women have to do it, like divorces or abandonment issues, or leaving them with the children. And those are the kind of impacts, if you get a divorce, it's typically not just done in one day. And certainly if you have children, there's a custody battle, there might be child support involved. You'll find that you'll be dealing with this individual for a long, long time. And it can be very frustrating, and because a lot of our people are immature, and when relationships don't work out, they begin, playing games and sometimes using the kids as a pawn or doing very spiteful things. But I'm just here to tell Black men, guys, you need to get a new springboard. If your condition is totally blame on a Black woman. You know, she's the reason why you're in these situations, and you need to take some initiative and responsibility in your own life. I'm sorry. You know what I mean? And I also just want to say to the community at large, blaming each other, like I talked about earlier, is not productive behavior. You know, productive behavior is figuring out how we can bridge these gaps and figuring out how we can repair our community and figuring out how we can interact appropriately. Let me first start by saying, okay, Black males that may have had issues with Black women in the past, every Black woman is not your enemy. Okay, every Black woman is not responsible for the circumstances that maybe you have encountered. I know you're frustrated. I know you're hurt. I know you maybe have been rejected, whatever. You've had bad experiences, but it's not for every Black woman. And you shouldn't treat every Black woman in that manner. Vice versa for the ladies. Every Black, you know, the man that hurt you and left you with the kids or broke your heart, lied to you, cheated, whatever the situation may be, that is not representative for all Black men. And you should not treat all Black men in that manner. Another part of the code is represent dignity in the public eye. Okay? You should never be caught degrading your own people. Huh? Black men ain't this, Black women ain't this. You know, no other group of people do this type of stuff. You know, there's kind of like an unwritten rule that's like, look, we're not going to hash out our personal differences in the public eye. You know, I think that this trend, you know, that's happening in social media, I just think that it's extremely detrimental. I can't see how it's going to turn things around. I can't see how it's going to encourage our people to be better. You know, if you're insulting Black women, you know, I don't know how, in your opinion, that is going to help them, you know, become more of what it is that you're looking for, more of what you need. And vice versa. Insulting and emasculating Black men, how is that going to make them want to do more? You know, things like gratitude and appreciation, you know, humbleness, communication. These are the kind of things that empower people to want to improve and change their life. Okay? Not the criticism, not the insults. You know, this is personally one of the reasons why I didn't really subscribe to Kevin Samuels, although people will say that he, you know, his heart was in the right place and he wanted the best for the community. His delivery was everything to me. You know, and in my opinion, he's a poor representative of an intelligent Black man. You know, constantly swearing, constantly insulting people. Are you unable to convey your message in a different way? You know, if your intention is to help people, you have to have a delivery that indicates that. You know, and if you are intellectual, that is how you portray yourself. That's how you should be across the board. You know, so I want to talk about this topic because I think that you know, the vitriol that I see between Black men and Black women is really embarrassing. And I wish that we would put that same level of energy into actually repairing our communities instead of tearing each other down. You know, I know that it feels good to get somebody told. I know it feels good to lash out and have, you know, a witty comeback when someone insults you. But if we look at the bigger picture, I just want to know, how is this going to repair our community? Because that should be the objective. Okay? That should be the objective. All y'all out there should be wanting progress for our people. And that should be the first and foremost thing that you are pursuing. Which means, hello, guys. If you're in the chat room, let me see a number one, please. I just want to see and make sure I'm heard on this next point. Hello? What's up? Let me see a number one. Are you in the chat room? Are you alive? I don't want no bots watching me. Big shout outs to Mind, Body, and Soul TV and Matrell on a Mission, represented from Egypt. Hello? Are you guys there? Okay, thank you. Jolie is there. Montreal on a mission is there. Listen, guys. Okay, everything that we should do should be geared to the edification of our community. If what we say is true, okay, we say that we want change. We say we're tired of the community in the state that it is. We say we want Black love and Black families. It all starts with you and me. You say that, but do your actions align with that? You know, tearing down individuals is a non-productive behavior, just in case you don't know. So, insulting your peers, insulting your counterparts, insulting your community is not doing anything to empower and grow it. No. You know, and, scapegoating perhaps the opposite sex is also not productive behavior. It doesn't do anything. So you spend all your time insulting Black women. Okay, once again, let's just use Kevin Samuels. I mean, he's a hot topic right now. You spend all that time, assessing them and telling them about themselves and blah 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 blah. Okay, but at the end of the day, how did they find you? Did that your advice lead you on a path of successful love and happiness? You see, and guys, I really encourage you to align all of your actions the most, as much as you can with your ideology. Okay. You don't want to be a hypocrite. So hypocrites are people that do one thing, say one thing and do another. Okay. They talk a very good talk. It might be charismatic and convincing, but when you align it with how they behave, it's a totally different thing. This is why our community is in the state that it's in, because we have a lot of people talking about the issues, but we have few people aligning their life with the progress they want to see. I took the very least profitable avenue with the message that I have. Obviously, anything would probably be more popular than talking Pan-Africanism on a regular basis. But I can't help it because it aligns with my purpose. It aligns with what I came to do in life. Okay? And at the end of the day, nobody is responsible for the outcome of Gina's life except for Gina. Okay? When you're sitting there blaming whoever you're blaming for whatever situation you're in, at the end of the day, it's your fault. Because even if you find yourself in bad situations, okay, even if people do malicious things against you, all right, it will not flourish unless you decide to let that thing flourish. Because you also had an option to say, you know what, I'm going to get out of this situation. I'm going to turn it around. I'm going to look at the silver lining, etc., etc., etc. We are not enemies. We are not enemies. Okay? And every Black man is not responsible for your problems, ladies. Every Black woman is not responsible for your problem, fellas. No. Okay? You actually need to take some responsibility in your situations because you could be very responsible. Let me give this example because it definitely applies. Maybe not to you guys, but it applies to someone out there. There's a young lady who always goes for a certain type of guy. Okay. She goes for a guy who is not necessarily stable. He might be charismatic. He might look good. He might have a good bedside manner. He's not around when she needs him. He has children from previous relationships that he's not looking after. What's up, Marie? And this is the kind of man that this particular lady is always interested in. Okay. She herself has now 3 children with 3 different fathers. and all the fathers are like the kind of man I described. Okay? Is that the fault of all black men? No. She's actually choosing the same individual, even though she's seen from the first and the second that this individual is not a good combination for her. That's what a lot of our people do if we're honest. Okay, you know, I'm brutally honest. I'm just honest. We have an ideology of the kind of partner that we like, the kind of partner that we want. Okay, you know, a lot of fellas, they like these big booty, you know, slay queens with a certain kind of look and image. That's what they like. You know, you know, uh, Dr. So-and-so and barrister so-and-so and career, you know, CEO guru. She might not have the look, she might not have the vibe that a lot of men like. Because first and foremost, a lot of men are visual, you know. I mean, it just is what it is. You know, if a woman looks a certain way, she'll catch their attention. Even if you warn the man about the woman. Hey, the woman's a man eater. The woman, you know, has lots of children. The woman's not serious. The woman is a gold digger. All these warnings go out, and the men still choose them because that's what they want. Some of you brothers are getting your heart broken because of the kind of women that you're choosing. All right. And when you are deliberately choosing that kind of woman, and maybe you even had other options available, but you didn't want those other options. Okay. You wanted whatever you took. And when she did whatever she was going to do, you know, when the slave queen started slaying, when the player started playing, when the cheater started cheating, when the liar started lying, now everybody is guilty. No, take responsibility for your situation, guys. Don't be no grown man blaming no female for your circumstances. Don't do it. You know, even if you've been in situations where the relationship has failed, or, you know, like I said, maybe your home environment was chaotic, don't allow that experience to dictate the entire rest of your future. You know, choose consciously to change course. What's up, family? Hi. Unpopular Opinions live. Get the likes up. Yeah. So this was the thought that I had today. I've been having so many unpopular opinions lately. I don't know why. So, yeah. So I just wanted to come and, you know, talk to you guys and see what's up and share this, because it's really embarrassing. Big shout outs. My Body and Soul TV is reminding you to support the channel. Big shout outs to all my members only as well. Everybody designated with the circle next to their name. I appreciate you, the customers of the Afrikansuperstar.com. Much love. Yes. So that's tonight's message. You know, again, take some ownership, take some responsibility of your life. That's how you can improve it. You can't improve it if you're sitting there blaming everybody else. Oh, it's the government. Oh, it's this and that. Oh, it's my ex-wife. It's my baby daddy. You know, it's that Gina on YouTube. Don't be trying to blame everybody. Listen, you got to take some accountability. Big shout out, Marie says self-accountability. That's what you got to do. Look at your life and say, okay, you know what? I've had some setbacks, because every last one of us have had setbacks. Every last one of us have had crazy setbacks that we legitimately could have just said, oh, that's it. I can't do anything else. You know, it didn't work out the way I planned. And I had all these unforeseen things, you know, but you gotta choose otherwise out here. You know, so as always, I'm going to empower my audience to take control of their circumstances and make it good. You know, manifest the life that you want. Okay. You can't get to that level if you're still blaming people. Okay. You haven't even gotten to the realization of the situation that you're in when you're constantly blaming people. So big shout outs, guys. I'm going to go ahead and wrap up tonight. Yes. Today was a good day. Went to the gym. Can y'all see my tan is just oh my God. Yes. And tomorrow is Friday. So I did go to one of my favorite beach bars tonight, Ozzy's, met with a friend. We had a lovely time. I had some watermelon juice. What? Can y'all tell I'm just a creature of habit? I be doing a lot of the same stuff all the time. All right, family. I will see you again very soon. Until we meet again, stay black and true. If you ain't black, just stay true.